The Storm Beyond Orion, first-person dark sci-fi. Action-packed cinematic, human versus alien realistic physics. I had always believed that space was silent, a cold vacuum where nothing could touch you except darkness. I was wrong. Dead wrong. My name is Commander Reza Kale, UNSF Special Strike Division. I was trained for orbital combat, zero-gravity warfare, and hostile first contact missions. But nothing, absolutely nothing prepared me for what happened near Orion's edge. The region where stars die and galaxies whisper. We were sent there because we intercepted a distress signal from an unknown human vessel. The coordinates pointed to a region no ship had ever returned from. But orders were orders. And so, aboard the battle carrier Horizon 7, we jumped into the void, armed with plasma rifles, and 2 fighter wings, escorting us like metallic birds of war. The moment we dropped out of warp, the darkness felt alive. Stars flickered unnaturally, space distorted like ripples on water, and then we saw it. A gigantic alien fortress, shaped like a cracked moon, hovering silently between the debris of dead worlds. Its surface shifted like it was breathing. "Sir?" "Detecting movement," my pilot whispered. "Movement?" "No." It was an entire swarm. Thousands of alien fighters, dark metallic, insect-like, wings sharp as scythes, burst out of the fortress like a hive awakening. My heart slammed against my chest. All guns opened fire. Horizon 7 roared as the ship unleashed its full arsenal. Rail cannons lit up the void. Plasma bursts shredded the dark. Missiles spiraled like angry Our fighters charged ahead, engines blazing. The aliens moved like shadows, too fast, too precise. They sliced through our formation. 2 fighters exploded instantly. The shockwave rattled my bones. I grabbed my helmet, sprinted to the drop pod bay. This wasn't a rescue anymore. This was war. I launched in a drop pod hurtling straight toward the alien fortress. Flames licked the edges as I smashed through its outer shell. The pod cracked open and I stepped into a massive corridor pulsating like veins of a living creature. The air tasted metallic. The walls moved. Suddenly, they attacked. Tall, armored aliens with 4-bladed limbs, glowing eyes, and movements sharper than lightning. I fired first. Plasma bolts tore through 2 of them, but 5 more leapt from the walls. One lunged at my throat. I rolled, sliced its arm with my combat blade, and slammed my rifle into its skull. The fortress shook violently. Explosions echoed from the outside. My ship was losing the fight. I pushed forward. Then I found it. The control chamber. At the center floated a massive glowing core, like a sun trapped inside a metal cage. Around it were hundreds of human bodies, suspended in energy fields. Some looked freshly captured. Some decades old. My blood froze. The distress signal wasn't from survivors. It was bait. The aliens weren't killing humans. They were harvesting us, using our neural energy to power the fortress. I gritted my teeth and raised my rifle. Not today. I fired at the core. The chamber exploded with blinding white light. Instantly, the entire fortress screamed. A deep, monstrous wail, echoing through the structure. The aliens panicked, rushing toward me in a tidal wave of claws and metal. I activated my exo-boosters, leapt across the collapsing platform, and grabbed the controls of a fallen alien skimmer bike. With a roar, I blasted out of the chamber seconds before it imploded. The whole fortress shook violently as the core melted into a storm of energy. I sped through collapsing tunnels, dodging falling debris and alien fire. One final jump, I burst through an opening into open space. Behind me, the alien fortress erupted into a supernova-like explosion, sending shockwaves across the system. I was thrown into the void, air running out, vision darkening, until Horizon 7's tractor beam locked onto me, pulling me inside moments before I blacked out. When I opened my eyes, medbay lights glowed above me. Captain Zura stood beside my bed. "You destroyed the hive," she said softly. "Reza, you saved millions. But I didn't feel like a hero, because before the fortress died, I saw something in the collapsing core. A map. A star map leading to dozens, maybe hundreds of similar alien hives across the galaxy. Orion's Edge wasn't the battlefield. It was just the beginning, and the war had already begun.